Hello, athletes and fans of bodybuilding. Tarek El-Guindy with the Mr. Olympia. We now know the best bodybuilders in all categories, the best in the world. Derek Lunsford prevails. Yes, huge battle with Hadi Choopan, with Andrew Jack and Samson Dauda. Why did Derek Lunsford prevail? Number one, he was bigger. He is a bigger bodybuilder than he was at the 2024 Mr. Olympia. I actually think that from his showing in Pittsburgh, he is now a bigger bodybuilder. You could see the density, the tissue on the chest, the shoulders. Derek Lunsford is a young guy and he's still gaining size. In the past, we were critical that his legs were not comparable to his upper body, especially last year. He fixed that. The conditioning is there. Everything is there. He looks like the guy with less flaws. And at prejudging, he dominated. He did great. And I had him winning, no doubt, at prejudging. At the finals, Hadi Choopan came in a little bit more conditioned. I still think Hadi was a little bit undersized, especially on the hamstrings. But he had some amazing poses at the finals. But it wasn't enough to overtake the champion, Derek Lunsford, who was bigger, who has that beautiful V-taper, who actually fixed some of his flaws, which was the quads. Derek Lunsford is a tremendous Mr. Olympia. He is now the king. You have to look at one of the best years for a bodybuilder, 2025. He wins the Arnold, he wins Pittsburgh, and he is now two-time Mr. Olympia. Congratulations. Andrew Jack, wow. If this guy continues to improve, it's over. He can win the Olympia. He looks like a freaking statue. Andrew Jack is the guy to watch. I would not be so quick and disregard the former Mr. Olympia, Samson Dauda. He was just a bit undersized, but I believe he's going to come back with a vengeance. Congratulations to all the competitors. In the 212, yes, Keon Pearson prevails again. I did think he was better last year. Yes, you can go ahead and quote me. Last year, he presented a better physique. I think this year he was 90%, and Sean Clarita came in real close, especially at prejudging. But at the finals, Keon Pearson improved, looked better, more conditioned, and he did great. What do you have to say about a guy that wins the Mr. Olympia 90%? That means he is truly a phenomenal competitor. Sean Clarita is a warrior, and I gotta give him credit because he will never surrender. In the classic physique, Ramon Dino, the Brazilians are going crazy. They're like at airports, they're doing parades, they're gonna do a carnival in the middle of October. What is going on? Ramon Dino is very popular in Brazil, but let's get down to business. He improved. His conditioning was better. Last year, he was sweating all over. It was crazy on stage. This year, he was dry, peeled from the back. He's improving his lats so his arms are not so prominent. He's becoming a better competitor. I gotta give him credit on that. And what about Mike Sommerfeld? All the controversy. He looked amazing. He looked incredible. I thought in some poses it was his best ever. He had the conditioning. Everything was there. The most dangerous guy is Terrence Ruffin because he has all the density, the low insertions on the lats. If he comes in peeled, Ramon and Mike Sommerfeld might be in trouble. But right now, it's Dino time. Go ahead and put thousands of Dino emojis on our Olympia TV YouTube page. Moving on to Ryan Terry. The guy prevails again. He was pissed. He was a little bit upset about all this talk. And he said after his win, he goes, you know what? I found something in me that I didn't know I had. Well, let me tell you, nice guys can have some dark to them. And he went in deep and got that darkness. And he projected in possibly his best physique ever. The abs, the back, the separation, the posing. Ryan Terry is the man, and now he's looking at Jeremy Buendia because he wants to be the greatest men's physique of all times. And man, he could very well become that. Moving on to wheelchair, James Berger. Man, look at the abs. He's got beautiful V-taper from the back. That V-taper was there, but it was from the front that I loved his conditioning on the abs and everything. Great champion. I love the wheelchair. It's the most inspiring category, and these guys delivered. And the Miss Olympia, Andrea Shaw, she wins for the 6th time. We gotta be looking at her and Linda Murray, Iris Kyle, because Andrea Shaw is moving in that direction. I thought this was one of her best physiques. Yes, the conditioning from the back was there. And that's one of the things we criticized Miss Olympia at the last year's Rising Phoenix. But I gotta give credit to the Matrix. She's the one. Ashley Jones. Man, I think in all of Andrea Shaw's great journey as a champion, the Matrix, Ashley Jones, is the one that can really take it to her. As good as Andrea Shaw was, I thought Ashley Jones came real close. Andrea Shaw still has some very dominant poses, but Ashley Jones is right there. I can't wait for next year. I think these two are going to be right there on a final call out, unless Angela Yo, Levina respond and get in there. But these two are phenomenal competitors. Andrea Shaw is the Miss Olympia right now. Moving on to women's physique. Oh boy. Yes, I knew it was coming. I know all about rivalries. But when it comes to rivalries, the women's physique category is number one. I have to do nothing and they give all to us. Natalia Coelho wins the title. It was possibly her best ever. The conditioning, the V-taper, she posed well, everything was there. Especially from the back. I think the separation on the back was superior than Sarah Viegas. I thought Sarah could have been a little bit tighter, especially on the separation from the back. These two have gone back and forth, and they're going to continue to do so. This year was Natalia Coelho's best. And when Natalia is at her best, she's tough to beat. When Sarah is at her best, she's also tough to beat. Let's see what happens. You know I'm scheduling an Olympia battle right now. Let's do this great rivalry. Keep going, girls. Moving on to figure. Wow, that was a surprise, man. We're talking Sydney Gillen is not there. Jessica Reyes Padilla has to be the favorite. Lola Montez has the great genetics. And Rhea Gale from the United Kingdom. Man, I told you before, she was the one to watch. Why? She has the great V-taper, possibly one of the best V-tapers. But she was missing the quads. This year, when she won a show, the quads were there. And I told you guys on Olympia News, she is going to be dangerous. Sure enough, she goes in there and takes the title. Rhea Gale is a phenomenal competitor. She's quiet, she stays in her corner, but everybody who judges shows knows how great she is. Congratulations. In the fitness division, another British person. These people are trying to colonize us, I tell you. Ryan Terry, Rhea Gale, now Michelle Verdue in the fitness. She has great two-piece. Yes, in the two-piece, she was either first or second because she has tremendous structure. And then you move into the posing routine, and she is explosive. She comes in on fire. It's energy, it's flexibility, it's strength, and all the requirements. I am not surprised that Michelle Verdue is the best fitness competitor in the world. You had that one coming. She has all the attributes to keep going. Congratulations. Moving on to wellness, Eduarda Bezerra. What a year. She wins the Olympia. She has won the Arnold. She came in storming from the amateur ranks. The key question is, why is she so dominant? And that is genetics. She has a tiny little waist with round hips. Her genetics are extremely favorable for the wellness category. She actually has a little bit of an issue gaining muscle on top, which is perfect for wellness. And then she has facility to gain muscle on the bottom. She's a great competitor. Conditioning was great. Isa Pereira will come back storming the stage. But right now, the queen of wellness is Eduarda Bezerra. And in the bikini, surprise, surprise. Yes, everybody had Maureen Blanquisco done. She was done. It's over. She was supposed to win Pittsburgh. And yes, we're not going to put her as a favorite. Everybody that said that was wrong. Maureen Blanquisco is, and she might be in the bikini category, the most dangerous bikini competitor. Why? She can have an injury. She can miss the Olympia 2 years. But when she's on, she's on. She has a beautiful softness to her. She knows how to pose better than anybody. She's so good at posing. And she has great genetics. From the back, the glute density was there. The soft separation between hamstrings and glutes. Maureen Blanquisco is now a 2-time champion. And she's dangerous. If she places 10th at a show in the middle of the year, you better not disregard, because that's a 2-time Olympia champion, and she is fantastic. Amazing Mr. Olympia. I thought the 60th couldn't have been any better. I'm like, the 60th is the perfect one. And then came this one, and it's even better. The Mr. Olympia is the place to be. You gotta get a ticket. You gotta watch on pay-per-view. There can be only one great Super Bowl of bodybuilding, and that is the Mr. Olympia.